Hello and welcome to another roguelike demo showcase and backpack brain. Today we're checking out Lucha Chess. It's an auto battler, but it's roguelike, but it's also something else, and it's got well, Lucha's in the title. I think you can sort of understand a little bit of the styling and the vibes from that. I don't pretend to be an expert on pretty much anything of any of this genre except roguelikes, of which I may be. So I'm developing my expertise. Let's just click new run and hope an explanation is presented. Your goal is to build the strongest team. Start by choosing one of three. We love to choose one from three in this household. Choose a hero. This screen shows the full details. Health, mana, passive, basic, and powerful spell. Okay, the music is a little annoying, but I think I can handle it for now. It's a little, but you know, I like the backing like this part here. This part is great, but that part is too pointed. It feels like it's trying to stab my ears a little bit, but I maybe it's just not growing on me yet. Choose anyone you like. See, now you're all happy and I'm also negative, so I mean, you're making me feel so bad. It is what it is. Strength, hybrid. We'll choose this. Well known for sex, I believe. Drag him and place him wherever you want on your side of the board. Well, what are you? You're a caster, so you should be backline. These are the enemies. Angry Skull. They're out here biting. They're close ranged. Ring the bell when they're in position. Okay, well we can speed this process up. I'm gonna die, bro. Okay, we just needed to get mana until we got a spell. So the main attack is Piss, and the spell is Huge for the caster. I assume it's the other way around for other situations. Okay, Launch Box, which is a consumable to grant it permanent stats. We will grant you attack speed. How about that? And choose a new hero. We would like a fighter. We'll grab our good friend Zombie. It gets itself poisoned, but it applies enemies poison, and if the enemy dies while infected, you get more zombies. So it sort of propagates. Losing a combatant costs 30 health, and then we die, etc. Items. Okay, we want you to start beefing immediately. We basically want you to be spellcasting all the time. And it seems like the zombies kind of proliferate if you're able to get the upper hand early, and I like this breakdown. Okay, give me a championship belt to grant it one teleport. We're all in on you, brother. Level up. Spell or attack? Let's see what buffing the attack can do, because maybe I've got it wrong. We don't have a tank right now. Okay, you deal and heal, and you jump. But let's pick Rex up and imagine that this is how it looks. Max of 5 heroes. Extra heroes can be benched. Okay. Send them, boys. Send them. Why are you frozen? What's your problem? What's your deal? Talents. I don't know. Oh, cause you start frozen. That's your passive. So maybe you're strong, but you can't like succeed at the immediate juncture. Strength and crit chance. What is int? We'll give you the balloon, because I assume increases power of intelligence abilities, which is spell and zap. So you scale. We get better as you last as well, which is pretty good overall. It's looking good at least. Yeah, I can, and I'm like that these all update in real time. It actually is beneficial. Now we lost our zombie there, but I feel like that's kind of a roll of the dice situation. Your frontline gain perma max health. Allies gain perma intelligence each time they cost a spell. With spell maxing, give me the epic relic. Relic is maybe it's a permanent, so it stays. Talent point. Let's level you up. Why don't we? Gain more max health. You're buying time for my spellcaster. Here you control speed, and here you check stats. I was familiar with that. Another video game has gotta. If I can preach one thing, okay. If I can preach one thing, a setting for every single video game to disable or enable cursor locking to the screen. I don't know what it is with video games not having this option. You know what I mean? Like, I love full screen window. I love the ability to hit escape and go between different things. I don't like that the default is not, because I wanna. My muscle memory is to like drag to the end and recenter my mouse so that I can get where I want to be. You know, but then it doesn't work. Anyway, that's a separate gripe. You know, you're not the only one to suffer here, basically. Okay, so my build problem right now is it seems like the problem, at least, is more or less that because my zombie takes all the damage early, it's too weak. If I could sell you, I would. You're first on the bench when we get options. Permastats, you're full. Okay, well then, you're my guy then. How about attack speed and strength? You can be tanky and strong. We want a fighter. Intelligence fighter? I like the idea of a black hole. Plus, it's cute. You know how I choose my character based on cute. Launch a kiss. Oh, cute. Combat start. Frontline armor, backline's attack range. Okay, well, we'll put you in the back line for now, and we'll see how things work. They teleported! No. These guys aren't built for this, man. Okay, that was close. They weren't built for this, for real, for real. Championship belt, talent point. We'll get everyone leveled up, why don't we? 60 starting mana, sure. Another balloon after... Or ancient shield. How about we should put the shield on you? I mean, it's just like prototypical, right? You're adaptive, basically, is your deal. That your passive is basically like, do you want armor or attack range? And I think we can decide on an enemy basis because I haven't been looking at these much, right? Okay, so these are like ranged attackers, so we should get higher range so that we can outrange them, in theory. Okay, your gravity spell is kind of concerning. I need to put you guys on the opposite side, so because I don't want you to pull to you, because that's just bad, like, logic, right? Okay. Immovable object. So a lot of stats, but you can't move, maybe? I'm gonna put it on you, because that just makes sense. And I think we'll try and... How about this? Like, in terms of drawing aggro, so that you're all the way down here, and there's a shop. What's our money? 416, okay. Okay, the music is, this part of the music is growing on me a little bit. Yeah. Okay, well we got some slots, and the zombie is kind of sucking ass, but I want more. What's your deal? Poison. Int for burning. We don't really burn maxing at the minute. We'll buy you, and then we'll buy armor, I suppose. Put the armor on you. Assume 3 items is the limit. You're ranged also. We'll put the zombie back here then. Okay, and this seems to work pretty effectively, so that you just keep tanking, because you're a great tank, especially since you don't move for a while. Championship belt plus 2 teleports. Well, 2 teleports, that means we're going straight to you, right? You're getting buffed. second of stun seems valuable. Hand of Midas. Upgrade item into a legendary version. How about we upgrade the yin piece into a legendary? It seems like it's a great, like, all upgrade. So if we can make it legendary, maybe that'll make things cool. I like the idea of it. What are you? You're a big guy? Don't worry about it. Listen. Does that redirect it? No, your aggro is pulled. So it seems like it's actually, like, it's not a big deal that you pull. As long as this gets targeted first. I'm just sort of picking stuff up now. Can you eat yet? You can. Okay. Int. You want int for sure, right? Because you're a caster. I'm using my basics on this. We have one tank already. How about we don't have an assassin and the zombie is like terrible. So let's get you in. Teleport to begin. Let's try it. Let's try it. Shadow. So then you immediately now you kind of suck at the minute though. Yeah, you die pretty quick, but that's fine. Maybe that's your job. Not a very good assassin if you die. If you're more of a distractor. But regardless, okay. What do we want? What do we want? Int. Burn the nearest non-burning enemy. Let's put that on you. And maybe you can't succeed yet. Let's level you and let's see what we can do with you. Stealth for 3 seconds on combat start. That seems like it would prevent you from being damaged. Yeah. So then it prevents the initial targeting and it actually means you can deal effective backline damage. Spell cost less mana to cast. Int and armor. Well, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, because that allows you to basically just deal free damage early and very directly. And you get to cast your spell before you go, which is good timing. Well, I guess you're not leveled, so we'll level you. Sure, Armor Shred. Epic Relic. Max team size reduced, but more items. We have a decent spread, although we only really... -3 is huge, because that basically would mean only 2. And I don't think you two are just strong enough alone, because as soon as you get targeted by anything, it will be screwed, right? Crimson Bells. Units that remain on the bench during a boss fight gain 1 talent point. I like this because I like the Crimson Belt thing because we're not taking any damage, so we may as well just keep it going. And we've never had a hero die on us. Okay, we'll put you here just to guarantee aggro. Now the assassination of you is causing me troubles. In fact, it's causing me so many troubles. But Zeus has got me, man. Zeus is like my G. You're full. You're my stat upgrader. 2 random buffs. Max health and crit chances as good as it gets, I would say. Another tank might not be so bad, to be honest with you. We have a lot of like squishies and only 1 tanky. So, or just a spider. And I think, let me see the stat breakdown of the damage dealt. Yeah, you're a big damage dealer, but in terms of damage taken, you're taking way too much damage because you're a... I don't think you don't deal any damage, so let me get you out of here so that you can at least join the fray. I think let's try that a bit. Let's see what it does. Okay, this is a killer team, to be honest with you. I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's a killer team. Talent point. You're level 1, you get a talent point. Lifesteal or attack speed. Attack speed, 25% is a pretty big number, I would have to say. Okay, reroll for cost of health is interesting. I assume 3 is the item limit, which means I would have to start putting these things on other things. Yeah, max 3 items. Well, let me swap these 2 for now. And maybe put scale armor on... Well, no, I wanted to swap them. There we go. Okay, never mind. I can't drag it to here, only to here. Developer! I'm putting my nerd emoji hat on. That it makes way more sense to allow both to be added. But of course, we should put the armor on you, in which case. I mean, I'm just doing prototypical stuff. I'm not really, like, thinking that much about it. Especially since the base speed is insanely slow in terms of, like, nothing goes on. Can we upgrade an item by combining two? That seems like it would be cool, but no. Okay, well then in that case, you take that, buddy. Shop. We don't really need anything else. Cost just well 2 times in a row. Less damage. What's the source of damage again? We can see, right? Damage dealt. Yellow. So passive attack spell is purple. So what's dealing the most damage? Can I unclick? Purple is dealing the most damage. I forgot already. Okay, so a spell is huge. So maybe we should double down on the spell. But then if I put you on here, what would I be removing? I could remove the burning candle. It wouldn't really do all that much, to be honest with you. So then put this there, put you on that. I could put you on that. That would be interesting. It's not a wasted item in that case. Are these perma-stat buffs or not? I'll buy this. 2 talent points. That's light work for a guy like me. You're full, huh? Well, you eat it then, buddy. What do I care? Okay, continue. It's weird the continue button's in the shop, not out of the shop, but that's fine. Okay, now your attack is worse, but your spell should go crazy. Because I double cast it. So once you cast your spell, your job is, like, insanely done. Championship belt plus. I'll level you up. You're a good guy. Regen when frozen seems pretty good. Upgrade an item to a legendary version. Which one of these items is sick as hell? I don't know what the legendary version of the hat would do, but it's already epic, so I don't know if that's really important. Let me... 3 times in a row goes insane, actually. That may be the one shot. You know? I think we kind of build a one-shot kill build with Zeus maxing. As soon as you hit the triple cast, the board is like perma-wiped. And Donnie, we haven't even started. Armor, strength, max health. Can I reroll, please? Mana regen. 100% it's mana regen all day, bro. Six of 5. Dismiss a unit to continue. How do we dismiss a unit? You can go, bro. And you can stay on the bench. I don't know how much are you tanking. Dismissing a unit gives you champion's belts for each level it had. That's interesting. Can I see my stats, please? Thank you. Damage taken 95. Okay, well then, I mean, we don't need to damage dealt, presumably piss. Straight piss. Okay, well then you should be really replaced with another tank. At the very least, it would be interesting. Now maybe you should be behind because you're not as good of a tank. So I should at least like move you back a bit so that we don't by default it. 1 talent points. Well, we can turn you level 4 though. That's pretty sick. Extra lightning for each critical strike. What's our critical strike odds? Mana on critical striking is good because we already have multicast, in a sense. No! Don't kill me! The gravity is actually clutch. I didn't realize. If that's actually a kind of synergy I didn't expect. Is that if someone teleports onto you, then the pull here buys you time to multicast. That's pretty sick, bro. Okay, you gotta get the shield on you pronto. 100%, 100%. You gotta get leveled as well, but I like the simplicity of this game in a very, like, auto chess as a genre to me is a very complicated, like, mess. There's too many things to think of. This is very simple. Max 3 items, max 5 heroes, one side of the board. Pick your tanks, pick your damage dealers, but pick stuff that puts your stats up. Very simple, very, very elegant. What's your passive again? First time you drop below 40%, then heal and gain attack speed. We don't need it right now. Fast sight. More damage per gold. Critical strike chance. Let me put this on, just because I think that helps you, right? And you're my big guy. How many? 3 or 5? I think you're doing nothing, but it's fine for you to be there. I mean, you're the only good member of our... You're the goddest member of our team, as it were. Let me put you up. We're gonna make you as legendary as you possibly can be. I see what's going on here. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna pull him away in time. Yes, okay, good. It's a great synergy. Basically prevents anything from going wrong the entire time. You're full? Okay, well, you eat then, bro. 20% dodge chance. That seems like it would be effective. It's also a great no think, just do kind of game. A bit too much text and like too many intricate details like visually for it to be like a mobile game, but you know, that's fine. What happens if I stack multiple of you? I don't want to do that actually. That seems like it would be like overkill. We already have a great thing going. Okay, we'll get our tankiness up a little bit. We'll put stuff on you guys. I'll buy that. The holder can dodge enemy spells. Regen on you seems pretty good. You're max level, so I can't do that. But then you're leveling up, bro. Cost of play health, like I care. There's nothing I really want to do because the food being limited in terms of everything involved sort of limits it. Also, I fed you food. There was no numbers that popped up. I would like a visual feedback on that because I don't know what it's doing. You know, it should definitely make a noise. Thank you for playing. This is the end of the demo. Updates are going to come soon. LUCHA chess or LUCHA chess. That's the end. I mean, that was the smoothest run of a game I've never played before, I think, in my life. I think I can end it there. Rare, shorter video from me, but I actually had a lot of fun. I think the visual style is a solid lock. You don't need to mess with any of it. A few typos, but I mean, listen, it's like the classic meme. I speak English because it's the only language I know. You speak English, I get it, of course. So that stuff, I'm sure, like a couple pass-throughs will get rid of everything. And I don't even... I think you could... It's an easy base level that you can start to expand on. You can add layers of complexity. You can add more heroes. You can expand the board. You can add like a lot of stuff. But I think you've got great foundations, a lot of depth, but that doesn't need to be interacted with. Like, I don't... Like, it's the same thing with Elden Ring, for example, right? Is that... There's a lot of details you can mess with. There's a lot of complex stats you can fiddle with. But at the end of the day, if you just dodge and you attack, you win the game. And it feels like it's that kind of level of difficulty where you could delve into the details. But at the end of the day, you know what stats you want to up on the guys at different positions. And it all makes sense. Or you can come up with intricate strats like I ended up with. Not intentionally, but accidentally. So I think you've got a lot of interesting stuff going here. And if you can... turn this into a PvP roguelike, if you can add a PvP mode, like all the auto chess games do these days, I think you could really get a hit. But that's going to be a whole lot of different level of investment. You may want to postpone that until this is like finalized. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and such. Check out the game for yourself. And description, yeah. Enjoy.